Hey guys, Happy New Year. It is 2020. Oh my gosh. And this is our first video, very first video. Um, and we're talking everything autism. A little bit of a praise report, gotta say that. But just some information and things that I have just been kind of working through on my own. And it's funny because when I discuss this with a lot of other people, before they kind of hear me out, they are like, that's a little crazy. It's a little harsh, whatever. But, I can honestly say that my technique for me is working. So let's start. When my kids were younger, they had a lot of issues with noise. Quick noises, loud noises, weird noises, shrieky noises, whatever. And it started to, it was just hard to go places because you just never know, it's so many sounds. You don't really think about all the sounds when you're, you know, neurotypical, I guess. You don't really think of how much noise is out there until you have a child that is sensitive to those things. And then it's like, I wish the world would shut up. Just one time, just quiet. Doesn't happen. So, I kind of fell into that, way that most of us moms with or parents with children on the spectrum, we get like the noise canceling headphones, we get the, all sorts of fidgets and this and that, and you just can't keep up. And after a while, you got like a big box of different types of stuff. You know what I mean? This is for this problem. This is for that problem. This is for that, and it just got overwhelming. And I kind of felt like, I was losing my battle with it and trying to teach them and work through it. I was losing in that way, and my kids felt overwhelmed with having to try to use something. So I was like, okay, this way is just it's not working. And I joke around with people. I'm like, I'm from Jersey, so I'm loud. I'm naturally loud. I'm not loud right now because my baby's sleeping, but yes, I'm naturally loud and direct. So I was just like, I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to let the worlds be the worlds and help them navigate it. I cut out, the headphones. I mean, yeah, there are certain places, like airplanes, things like that. If you're on a long trip, you might need it. I mean, it's not about torturing your kids, but I felt that it was time for me to let go of some of that stuff because it was making a lot of anxiety for me, which was dumping all of that on top of them. So it was, I noticed the other day we went to the movies, and the noises in the beginning of the movie that usually gets them, when they were younger, they brace them so they're ready, They didn't do that. I was like, okay. We went to, where was it? A parade, Dios de los Muertos parade, right? It was wonderful. So much going on. It was loud. It was close. It was overwhelming. And it did not bother them at all. Like, I was like, this is great. This is really freaking great. you know. Yes, noises, you can tell it sometimes it's overwhelming, but they kind of take a step back now and kind of learn in their own space, in their own head, however they're working through it, they're dealing. And I was like, I was really, really happy about that because, I just don't want them to suffer in that way when they're not with me, like, field trips and things like that. And, they're going to always be like, what if, I hear some crazy noise, or what if? And, I need them to be able to get a grip. I don't know if that sounds crazy, or harsh, but, I need them to breathe. Be in that moment, but not be of that moment. This is happening around me, but I am together. I am okay. And me being straightforward and just real with them has been working. Embrace the the noise around you, and embrace your environment. Don't see, the thing is, what I felt like pulling them away from the environment was making them feel like they had the problem, when in fact they don't. It's everything else around them is a little crazy. Everybody feels it. Whether you're neurotypical, whether you're on the spectrum, whatever, everybody feels the crazy that's out there. But we all have to navigate it. I mean, they do. My kids are going to be adults. And I'm sorry, I don't want them walking around at 22 years old with, headphones and 15, fidget spinners hanging all over their pockets. I mean, like, I don't want that. I want them to say, okay, I am a little uncomfortable right now, but I'm okay. I can work through this. I may need to sit down a little bit longer. I may need to breathe a little bit, count backwards in my head, whatever, but it doesn't have to be such, I need to find something. Because that is a real dangerous line when you have to use an outside source to relieve your stress and your pain. I mean, you think about it. I'm not saying that everybody, goes into drugs or become dependent on alcohol and things like that to get rid of anxieties. But I don't want my children to have to feel like, as an adult, I need to find something to help me cope. Something that is not inside of me already. So, I just really wanted to share that with you. That just, not treating my kids like something was wrong with them has helped a lot. It really has. And, for the first time, it's wonderful when your children, as they journey through their spectrum, as they get older, they're able to tell you, okay, why they used to do this and why they used to do that. So I asked, one of my kids, I said, okay, explain your sensitivity to noise. Explain that to me. Like, what is it? And so plainly, now at 8 years old, she told me it sounds like an echo. I was like, wow, an echo? And she said, yeah, when I hear these loud, crazy noise, and when I start, shrieking or whatever, or jumping, it feels like a vibrating in my head, like it's ricocheting. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was like she's 8. I was like, that is something amazing, to hear and to know. And I was very happy to find that piece of information, because it's like, now she can start to help me understand what's going on. And the fact that she's understanding means that, the handicap stuff has to kind of stop to some degree, because I want her to know what's going on with her and him. I want them to understand what's going on. And I want them to be able to work through it. So, if I have to be loud, or if I'm cooking and the pots and this and that, whatever, I can't walk on eggshells around them, because the world is not. When they walk outside the door, the world is not going to stop and roll out the mattress so that nothing makes noise. It's not going to happen. We still have some issues sometimes when we go into the there's this one place that still kind of gets under my son's nail buds, but he went by himself there's a bathroom, a specific bathroom at the zoo that he cannot stand, but it was the only one available. And the reason why he can't stand it, because everything in there is automatic. You close the door. If you walk a little too close to the left, the hair dryer is coming on, right? You walk a little bit, the sink is coming on. You walk over here, it's like the toilet flushes. He was, when he was younger, I was like, why is he taking so long? And I opened the door. I was like, are you okay? He's standing in the corner because everything's going off at the same time. He's like, I can't move because everything is going off. And then he was much younger. And then I started to, get the headphones and have him it's okay. Just put the headphones on and go to the bathroom. And in that case, when he was younger, because that could have been a potentially unsafe situation, being stuck in a bathroom, he kind of needed it. I was listening because it sounded like my son was coming downstairs. So, I just want you guys to think about that. We don't want to handicap our children. We don't want to do that. We want them to be strong, we want them to be independent, we want them to believe in themselves. They're not the ones with the problem. So we can't make them feel like they have to fit in. Oh, that is my son coming downstairs screaming. He did try to sleep upstairs today. He did. He made it to 2:00 in the morning yesterday. So in like 3.5 seconds, he's going to slam open that door and be screaming. But so I will end the video right now. So just really just take that into consideration. Let me know in the comments or on Facebook, and just I would really, really love to know what you think about it and what you're doing to help your children cope. All right. Love you guys. Have a great night, great new year, and I'll see you in the next video.